sounds of the Muay as the combatants go through this ancient ritual Muay Thai, dating back more than 1,000 years. And in the red corner, it's Nongo Kat Yong Yut, 22 years of age, 5 feet 7 inches tall, 124 pounds weighing in. 42 professional fights in his career for 11 losses. That's Nongo in the red corner. And in the blue corner, it's Farsitong Piyat Akun, 19 years of age, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 124 pounds weighing in. 34 professional fights for 10 losses only. That's Farsitong in the blue corner. Well, those Mong Kong crowns you see the fighters wearing, strapped over their heads, are only used as the uniform for the fighters when they enter the ring and when they do the Muay dance. The Mong Kong crowns will be removed by their handlers and trainers before the contest begins. But those armaments that are strapped around their biceps will remain. They usually contain a sacred object which offers the fighters protection in the battle ahead. Round one is underway. Nongo in the red corner, Farsitong in the blue. Farsitong's 19 years of age. He's giving 3 years of ring experience away to Nongo. Nongo is getting towards the peak of his career. He's had only 11 losses in 42 professional fights. And he's been in particular good form of late. So Farsitong's going to have to do his very best if he's going to win this contest, because he is against a very seasoned, tough and talented opponent. That's Nongo. Nongo, there he is with these roundhouse kicks, but you look at the determination on Farsitong's face, every indication that he's going to give Nongo a real test here today. And you can see that Farsitong just grinned at Nongo as he went back to his corner after the first round. Round one complete. Now moving into the second round. The probing is usually confined to the first round, and expect that the fireworks will erupt at any moment. Nongo starts off the second round with a low leg kick, more of a tap than a strike, as was that T-push kick at the thigh, and the response from Farsitong is medium power, still holding back his best shots for later on. Nongo goes for the head-high kick, falls short. Farsitong stands back, ducks, weaves, and then delivers the kick to the body. Low leg kicks by Farsitong, and the teep to the body by Nongo in the red. Nongo, low leg kick. Farsitong push back. Nongo with the head high kick. That one got through the guard of Farsitong. Both fighters facing each other off now in the centre of the ring, and a thumping, slapping roundhouse kick that was aimed at the outside of the thigh of Farsitong and landed just where he wanted to, and now he's going in with hard head-high kicks. So Nongo got his timing right, and he's targeting on the areas that he wants to probe, and that's the outside thigh and the head of Farsitong. Good accuracy in these kicks by Nongo. That one aimed at the body Now Farsi Tong under pressure from Nongo. Nongo puts the grappling irons on, fires in the elbow strike, and also delivers a knee. Good round by Nongo so far. Keeping the pressure right on Farsi Tong. Punch now by Nongo, scores. Nongo advancing onto Farsi Tong. Head high kick by Nongo. Nongo again with those roundhouse kicks that are hitting the target zone. He's moving him around from low leg to thigh to body and also head high. And he's doing it repetitively. And there he is again scoring with a kick to the body. Good round by Nongo in the second. And a disturbing round for Farsi Tong, but he's going to have to work out strategy he's going to use to try to stop these long-range kicks that have proved to be so successful for Nongo in the second round. Round 3 coming up. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds with a 2-minute break. Sort of a wild kick there by Nongo. Missed his mark. Now he goes into grappling. Knee strike by Farsi Tong. Defensive knee by Farsi Tong as well. Farsi Tong frustrating Nongo in the grapple. Then he reaches back and then delivers a solid knee strike. Grappling irons go on. Knee strike Nongo. Farsi Tong manoeuvres. Another knee by Nongo. Third knee by Nongo. Frustrating Farsi Tong. Farsi Tong being spun around. And now he barrels into Nongo in the ropes but can't hold the movement for too long. Good knee now by Farsi Tong. So it really has been an even battle in the grapple. But at long range, that's where Nongo is certainly superior with these roundhouse kicks, and he's also got the punches to go with it. But once it gets into grappling formation, well, Farsi Tong in the blue corner can more than hold his own. Roundhouse kicks. Now this is really where Nongo has the advantage. He stands back and unleashes those kicks to the body like that, and he scores very well with them. Farsi Tong's strength is to try to get in close and go grappling. Farsi Tong is giving away 1 inch in height to Nongo, which makes it hard for him to grapple. But nevertheless, at long range, Nongo is definitely the superior of the two fighters. Elbow strikes by Nongo. Back comes Farsi Tong with punches. Elbows and punches by Nongo again. We'll change of tactics here as Farsi Tong decides to go punching in onto Nongo, and Nongo's got to respond with the same. It's a punch out here in this round as both fighters try to get the ascendancy over the other. Farsi Tong stalks, punches again. And Farsi Tong's been cut. Farsi Tong's got a cut on the left eye, the side of his left eye, as he comes in punching hard onto Nongo. Nongo under a lot of pressure as a determined Farsi Tong charges forward, but he's got a cut there that's going to have to be looked at by his handlers. That was delivered by Nongo's elbow strike. There's the punches of Farsi Tong. A lot of solid, hard punches, and they did have Nongo in a certain amount of trouble, but Farsi Tong did suffer that elbow. There it is, that's the elbow that probably did the damage. Although it looked like the elbow there was delivered more to the ear, but nevertheless, Farsi Tong has got a cut. And there it is, there's the elbow strike that probably did do it. The elbow onto Farsi Tong on the side of his there's a cut that was caused by that elbow strike. It does look a fairly nasty one. You're watching Muay Thai. Muay Thai. Into the fourth round. What tactics will Fasitong use for this round? He's punching forays. Certainly did have Nongo under a lot of pressure. And it'll be interesting to see what he does now in this fourth round. Nongo in control, but only just. Fasitong capable of inflicting a knockout punch if he gets the opportunity. Nongo defensive now against Fasitong. Fasitong stalking, punches wildly, leg grabs, head high kick. Fasitong, the battler, gets in close now. He's got his grappling irons on, but can't manoeuvre for an attacking burst. Fasitong with the roundhouse kicks to the body. 2. Knee strikes by Nongo, scores. Nongo punching, roundhouse kick. Fasitong standing in the centre of the ring. He looks a bit frustrated as Nongo scores with those punches. Fasitong defending against the fury now of Nongo. Nongo scoring with these elbows and also with those knee strikes. Blood trickling from the eye of Fasitong. It's not really the eye, it's the forehead above the eye. And that looks a bit serious for Fasitong. He's going totally defensive as he realises that he has been hurt. Fasitong in trouble against this attacks of Nongo. And Nongo is really dominating over Fasitong at the moment. Solid knee strikes by Nongo. Elbow strikes to the head. And now the referee has called the fight off. They're going to have to look at that bad cut of Fasitong. It doesn't look to me to be that deep, but it certainly is quite nasty. There's the medical practitioner having a look. See if he can continue on. No problem, he calls. So Fasitong can continue the fight. But the disturbing fact is that Nongo is so dominant at the moment, and Fasitong has really sagged to his strength. And Nongo is doing virtually as he likes. That cut of Fasitong is certainly worrying him. He's down on juice. He's defensive. And Nongo is doing what he likes. Nongo in the red corner. Totally dominating over Fasitong at the moment. Fasitong standing back. The referee's having a word to Fasitong, asking him why he isn't attacking harder, because he has gone back into a complete shell. And Nongo is really piling on the points at the moment. There he goes again with the elbow strike. And really Fasitong is falling behind, and he's well off the pace at the moment is Fasitong in the blue corner. Pick up the slow motion here. There's the knee strikes by Nongo. He was doing as he liked in that round. And he is virtually in an impregnable position as we go into this final 5th round. Here they are trying to get Fasitong up to it again, but really it's going to be very difficult for him. He's well down on behind on points. His energy's been sapped. He's carrying that eye cut. And the only way you can really beat Nongo is to knock him out, and I can't see him doing that, but he's going to try. The Thai fighters have enormous spirit, and look at this. Fasitong well down on points. He knows he has to win by knockout, and that's what he's going to try to do, try to knock Nongo out. Nongo with the head high kick. Fasitong trying to get in close. He wants to try, he'll give everything he's got to try to win this contest. But his chances would have to be 100 to 1 on, because Nongo has amassed a massive points tally in his favour. And he doesn't look at all like Fasitong can inflict any damage on him. And I think that what you're seeing now is that Nongo has decided not to do any more damage onto Fasitong. And he's allowing Fasitong to see out the fight with his pride in still with him. He's carried that nasty cut for that fourth round when Nongo was giving everything he could onto him. But now Nongo's decided that he was just going to pace himself out for this final fifth round. And Farsi Tong's not going to offer any major resistance to Nongo. He's going to sit back here and just see the round out. So it will reach its inevitable conclusion of a win to Nongo, or so it would seem. For the fact that Farsi Tong is virtually given up. He's tanks on empty. He has no more juice, and Nongo is there to just defend his points advantage. Certainly was a torrid time though earlier on in this contest, in rounds 3 and 4, when Nongo really went hard at Farsi Tong and inflicted that cut on his forehead. But we'll wait for the final decision. It's certainly going to go the way of Nongo. There's no doubt about that. Nongo superb in rounds 3 and 4 and cruised to victory here in this fifth round. Up comes the red flag, and the winner is Nongo, a convincing victor. Continuing his winning run. Now goes to 54 fights for only 11. Muay Thai. In the red corner, it's New Chan Saw Som Sakchai, 25 years of age, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 118 pounds, weighing in. 47 professional fights for 4 losses. That's New Chan in the red corner. And in the blue corner, it's Wanchana Wong Rat, 19 years of age, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 118 pounds, 16 professional fights for only 1 loss. That's Wanchana in the blue corner. Well, Wanchana's fight record is almost perfect. He's only 19 years of age. He's had 16 professional fights for only 1 loss, so he has got an impressive record, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes here today. He certainly is one of the big rising stars of Muay Thai. He's up against Duchan, who's a lot older than him. He's 6 years older than Wanchana. He's had 47 professional fights for only 4 losses, so that's a pretty good record by Duchan. So it'll be interesting to see how Wanchana goes up against him today. Both these fighters have been in superb form. They're both, particularly Duchan, he's in his peak of his career, and Wanchana is rising up. So interesting contest this will be. Duchan in the red corner. And Wanchana in the blue. Good work there by Duchan. He fired in the head-high kick and then delivered a probing knee strike into the midriff region of Wanchana. Fortunately for Wanchana, he was able to defend off the head-high kick, but he was very easily and openly exposed to the knee strike of Duchan. Wanchana in the blue corner, the rising star of Muay Thai, 16 professional fights for only 1 loss, 19 years of age. Up against a very experienced fighter here in Duchan. Duchan in the red corner. Both fighters going through a typical first round, which is the probing round. Good head-high kick there by Wanchana, got through the defence. And he feinted with his elbow strike just to see the way in which Duchan would defend against an elbow attack. And that's what Duchan responds back with his own elbow forage. But again, no major intent with these strikes. They're more or less probed, just testing out what each other has to offer. tactics round as the two fighters go back to their respective corners. Well, you saw a lot of variety in the attacks, from the head-high kicks to the knee strikes to a few elbow stoushes. So I'll be interested to see now what takes place in the rounds that come up when we go into round 2. Scheduled for five 3-minute rounds. Yu Chan fires in the low leg kick and punches up at Wanchana. Wanchana comes back at him. Got a nice kick on him, has Wanchana, with long legs. And he's got that ability to be able to instantly kick from without any notice like that, to catch Yu Chan by surprise. He darts in onto Yu Chan as well. Doesn't telegraph his shots at all as a Wanchana. Spontaneous flow as he attacks without notice. Wanchana in the blue corner, chasing now after Yu Chan. Yu Chan comes back with punches and knee strikes, but Wanchana able to push him gently back onto the ropes. Wanchana in with the knee strikes, 1-2. Leg grab and a plow down by Wanchana. Well, that's the sign of an experienced fighter to do that sort of maneuver, but he did it so well. The 19-year-old really did that plow down superbly. Knee strikes down by Wanchana. Yu Chan gets the grappling irons on, fires out the knee. Defensive knees. Wanchana breaks through, fires in his roundhouse kick and goes for the elbow strike. Knee strikes down by Wanchana. Wanchana moves forward in onto Nuchin. Nuchin in the red waits for him to come up. And knee strikes by Wanchana. Two beautiful knee strikes they were too. He really has got a manner about him that just oozes talent, is Wanchana in the blue. For 19 years of age, he's had 16 professional fights for one loss. And the way he's going now, he's going to win this contest as well against the seasoned Yu Chan. Yu Chan's going to have his hands filled against Wanchana, because Wanchana timing is superb and he's really able to mix it up, whether it be in the grapple or the long range. So a good round by Wanchana in the blue corner. There he is, full flight. Now watch this plow down like a veteran. Grabs the leg, kicks underneath the inside thigh, and Nuchin goes falling down onto the canvas. Nuchin in the red corner has a battle on his hands against Wanchana as we go into the third round. Grappling quarters. Good knee strike there by Yu Chan. Keeping the pressure now onto Wanchana. He's out dueling him with the knee strikes at the moment. Wanchana in desperation fires in the elbow thruster. But then back to knee strikes again, and Yu Chan's got the advantage. There's no doubt that this grappling, that Yu Chan's knee strikes are 2-1 against Wanchana. Knee strike by Yu Chan. Wanchana with his knee strikes. Yu Chan coming back, 1-2. Hard knees by Yu Chan. Good striking knees into the thighs of Wanchana. Certainly Yu Chan's got those knee strikes down to a fine art, and he is superior at the moment with his grappling technique. Wanchana pushing back on the Nuchan now. Nuchan firing back those knee strikes. Wanchana's getting some knee strikes in too. He's matching Nuchan with the knees at the moment. And look at the face of Nuchan. He looks like he could be tiring. He's really under pressure in these grapples. And he does look like he's tiring against the youngster. And the 19-year-old will no doubt be breathing well, knowing that there's still quite a few more rounds to going. And if Nuchan's starting to tire now, he's going to be in very good shape as this fight progresses. Nuchan in the red corner. He's had a couple of torrid grapples now with Wanchana, and he could be starting to feel the strain. Wanchana hanging in on the grapple now, looking more confident. Knee strikes are being exchanged, and look at the face of Nuchan. He's got his mouth open, which is the first sign that you are tiring. And now Wanchana starting to score with his knees. Solid knees on to Nuchan. Nuchan in the red, not travelling very well at the moment, and Wanchana is really applying a lot of pressure onto him. Now that round did open with Nuchan totally dominating, but towards the end it was a complete reversal, and Wanchana was getting the upper hand. And it does look like Nuchan is starting to tire, and that's a bad sign for him, particularly so early in this contest. There's the trainers giving Wanchana plenty of advice in his corner. You're watching Muay Thai. Into the round 4. We have 2 rounds remaining, and the disturbing factor for the fighter in red, Nuchan, is that he seems to be tiring towards the end of the 3rd round, and he really needs to sort of come back strong now into this 4th, because no doubt Wanchana is going to be full of fire to try to get the upper hand and show that he is the dominant one. And they go hard at it now with roundhouse kicks. Into the grapple, watch the knee strikes. Plow down attempt now by Wanchana. He goes down at it, 1, 2, 3. 3 kicks at Nuchan, but Nuchan wouldn't go down to the plow. Wanchana in the blue corner, looking strong at the moment against Nuchan. Nuchan back at him with 2 knee strikes. But there's Wanchana with these roundhouse kicks, and there he is with the plow. 1, 2. He's got the leg. He's not going to let it go. He's going to plow him down if he can. The referee has to break it. He took more than the standardary 2 steps forward, but certainly he had the strength to hang on to the leg of Nuchan for an extended period. Grappling quarters again. Spin rounds. Nuchan onto Wanchana. Wanchana in the blue corner, taking up the challenge. Every challenge that Nuchan puts at him, he has a comeback. Now they're into grappling mode. Knee strikes by Nuchan, and watch the response. Punches, grapples, roundhouse kicks is the response that Wanchana does to Nuchan. Nuchan spinning Wanchana around and pinning him into the corner. Now he's coming out fired up with knee strikes, is Nuchan, realising that he has to keep in charge, keep in control. Otherwise, Wanchana's confidence will pick up and he will find it very hard to arrest the tide. As it is, Wanchana is matching Nuchan in the grapples. And you can see there that Nuchan is showing signs of tiring, and Wanchana, but through his lack of experience, hasn't been able to really capitalise on this situation of a tiring opponent. But nevertheless, you can see that that Wanchana is right up with Nuchan at the end of that 4th round. There's the slow motion there of the knee strikes of Nuchan. Last round coming up. Wanchana getting plenty of advice from his handlers. And the fight is not over yet, but indications are that Wanchana has done enough to win this contest, but he has to keep on going. He certainly can't afford to go cruising. And we have one more round remaining. Nuchan needs to come back strongly here. He can't afford to go defensive. He has to attack. He's got to take the confidence away from Wanchana, and he has to score points. Wanchana advancing in onto Nuchan. Knee strikes by Wanchana as he gets in close. There he goes in with the irons. Knee strikes 1, 2, defensive knee, and a roundhouse kick. Wanchana winning that contest, that battle, and it means that Nuchan's going to have to even do more work if he's going to win this contest. Nuchan fading now from Wanchana. Wanchana looking strong as he moves forward onto Nuchan. Fires in the roundhouse kick. Wanchana in the blue, coming in onto Nuchan. Nuchan stands back from Wanchana. Wanchana's got the knee strikes, hard knee strikes by Wanchana, out-dueling Nuchan in the grapple. Been a good round by Wanchana. I thought he got ahead at the end of the 4th round, but he didn't sit back on his laurels. He's gone attacking in this 5th round, and he's been more than a match for the experienced Nuchan. And there's the happy handlers of Wanchana in the blue corner. They know their fighter's got this contest well within his keeping. Smiles all around for the fighters' handlers in blue. And now it's just a matter of time for Wanchana now before he wins this contest, because Nuchan would appear is too far behind in points now to win it, and he doesn't show any indication that he's going to knock down Wanchana. Into the final 30 seconds of the contest, and it's Wanchana doing it easy at the moment. He's been the dominating one for the rounds 4 and 5 at least, and now he's cruising to victory here in this 5th round. This win will take Wanchana to 17 for 1 loss only. A 5 performance for a 19-year-old who is going into the hasn't quite peaked yet. He hasn't even reached the stage where he is a seasoned fighter, but certainly he's now moving up to fight some of the top fighters in Muay Thai, and he is going to be extremely hard to beat. Wanchana in the blue corner goes across to take the congratulations from his opponent's camp, and certainly Wanchana has got a high potential to go a long way in Muay Thai. The 19-year-old extending his win ratio to 17 for 1. Wanchana is the winner and the rising star of Muay Thai. You're watching Muay Thai. The two combatants dancing the Wah Kru Wah Muay. Preliminary of 5 rounds of Muay Thai, and it's Lerd Nimit Petcha Superfun. 19 years of age, 5 feet 6 inches tall, 118 pounds he's weighing in, 23 professional fights for 7 losses. That's Lerd Nimit in the red corner. And the blue corner, it's Poon Pong Noi Nor Shripung. 26 years of age, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 118 pounds he's weighing in. 49 professional fights for 16 losses only. That's Poon Pong Noi in the blue corner. Poon Pong Noi is 26 years of age. He's 5 years older than his opponent, Lerdnamit. He's had a lot more fights, 49 professional fights for 15 losses, whilst Lerdnamit's had 23 professional fights for 9 losses. So in terms of the ratios, the win-loss situation would be about the same, but in terms of experience in the ring, well, Muay has had a lot more experience, 6 years more experience, in fact, than his opponent, Lerdnamit. Muay in the blue corner. Lerdnamit in the blue. Lerdnamit using the T-push kick as a probe here in this first round. Don't expect any big shots to be fired here in this first round. The fireworks usually takes place later on. Although knockouts in the first round of Muay Thai are not that uncommon, they do happen. Not frequently, but nevertheless they do reoccur. But usually this first round is a probing round just to test out the strengths and weaknesses of each other, particularly to ascertain if there's any weakness in defence that can be exploited later on. Now that was a good head-high kick there by Lerdnamit. That one was spot on. Landed right over on the head of Muay, and Muay was tested there with that head-high kick by Lerdnamit. There's that low leg kick by Muay, and Lerdnamit went down to the canvas by the strength of that one. So there's a couple of big shots there. When I said you don't see the big shots very often in the first round, well, I was proved wrong in that first round. There's a couple there of thumping kicks and a head-high kick that was that could have been knockout material. Had it have been spot on, it must have been slightly off target. Otherwise, the power of that kick, it could easily have knocked out Lerdnamit. Lerdnamit in the red corner, Muay in the blue. Punch by Muay. And there's a good roundhouse kick, but it was taken in defence on the shoulders by Lerdnamit and no damage caused. Muay with a roundhouse kick to the body. Low leg kick by Muay. Muay punching into Lerdnamit. Lerdnamit just waiting back. Takes another punch to the head. So that's a couple of big punches that Muay has been able to land through the defence of Lerdnamit. Again, Muay persisting with these punches. And back comes Lerdnamit with jabs. Muay has a reputation for packing a fairly solid punch. And he's not reluctant to use it if he gets the opportunity. Muay with a punch into Lerdnamit. Head-high kick by Lerdnamit. Muay with a low leg kick. Roundhouse kick to the body by Muay. Muay continuing on with those low leg kicks and also his punch power, mixing it up, causing a few problems for Lerdnamit at the moment. Now Lerdnamit comes back hard with a punch. But it's still Muay who's got the more attacking moves at the moment than Lerdnamit. Low leg kick, Muay. You saw those knee strikes by Lerdnamit, but unable to really break in hard. And virtually wasted shots those were. They didn't do any damage at all. End of the round. Well, I think you could probably say there's been 2 probing rounds taking place in this contest. Both fighters have been a little cautious of each other. Certainly Pupang Noi's been getting his punches in, but he's been holding back on some of these big kicks. And that's an indication that he hasn't worked out his strategy yet. But now we're going into the 3rd round and expect that some of the heavier shots will be landed here as we get into the mid-stage of the fight. Pupang Noi in the blue corner, Lerd Minit in the red. Good punch again by Pupang Noi. That one broke through the defence of Lerd Minit. And now Pupang Noi looks determined as he moves forward, punches out again hard, uppercut. As I said, if he can get the opportunity, he'll go for a knockout. He's renowned for his punch power. Pupang Noi is 1 inch shorter than Lerd Minit. That means that his strengths will be in his body blows with punches and kicks. His smaller body frame would mean that he'd have to be at some sort of disadvantage when the fight goes into the grappling quarters. So that's the reason why Pupang Noi is very keen to get his punches out now and his kicks. Because he would rather wear down Lerd Minit before it gets into grappling quarters. On the other hand, Lerd Minit should be trying to get into grappling quarters where he can use his extra height in the grapple, particularly with the knee strikes. Pupang Noi in the blue corner, coming up onto Lerd Minit. Lerd Minit standing back a bit from Pupang Noi. Pupang Noi stalking, waiting for his opportunity. Lerd Minit in the red corner. Trying to evaluate is Lerd Minit what Pupang Noi's tactics are, so he can work out what his counter moves will be and then what he will use for his aggressive tactics. But right now, Pupang Noi's just been basically punching and kicking. Here he comes in again, punch, kick, low leg kick on that occasion. Pupang Noi in the blue corner. Stalking, fires in the roundhouse kick at the body. Again, surprisingly, Lerd Minit hasn't gone grappling. That would be his advantage. He's got a 1 inch height advantage over Pupang Noi. If he get his grappling irons on and start firing in the knee strikes, he could get the upper hand over Pupang Noi. But right now, he's basically playing into the trap of Pupang Noi, and that is allowing himself to be attacked with these punches and kick combinations. End of the round, end of round 3. Good round by Pupang Noi in the blue corner. There's the roundhouse kick by Pupang Noi. Now, what will the tactics of Lerd Minit be now? And he's been told to keep kicking, keep attacking with the roundhouse kicks. No indication there that Lerd Minit should go grappling. He was informed, though, that it's moving into the 4th round and time is running out if he's going to show his dominance. But there was no instruction to go grappling, but maybe he'll just do it anyway. Lerd Minit in the red corner. Pupang Noi in the blue. Roundhouse kick by Lerd Minit. And back comes Pupang Noi with kicks also. Kicks again by Pupang Noi. Lerd Minit not going grappling yet. Uppercut, elbow strike by Lerd Minit, just missed. But he fires in the T-push kicks. Elbow again by Lerd Minit, missed the target zone. Those elbows can be devastating, but they're very, very hard to land. There's a very short amount of space in which you can fire your elbow and strike So you've got to be really in close, very tight, and you have to have precision with that elbow. Consequently, not many elbows are landed in Muay Thai. Lurbinit in the red corner. Under attack now by Pupang Noi coming in hard onto Lurbinit. Lurbinit surprisingly hasn't got his grappling irons out and trying to go in for grappling quarters because his 1 inch height advantage. Now he doesn't. The 1 inch height advantage would be an advantage for him, particularly as he can maneuver his knees into action. But we haven't seen any grappling at all. He almost put the grappling irons on but had second thoughts about it. Pupang Noi still punching hard onto Lurbinit. Not much separating these two fighters as Pupang Noi keeps on punching and forces Lurbinit down. Well, that's been his tactic so far, is to punch, and now he's swinging into elbow strikes as well. But those punches don't score lots of points in Muay Thai, and so he's going to have to do more than just punch to win against Lurbinit. On the other hand, Lurbinit has been reluctant to go grappling, which is a big surprise. Oh, good strong work there by Pupang Noi. He just pushes Lurbinit around the ring, and that does impress the judges in terms of strength. Whilst those punches may not impress them very much, certainly when he's able to just push around his opponent, that does indicate to the judges that he is the dominating one and he is the powerful one. And that does score points for a fighter. Good kicks now by Lurbinit, trying to get his accuracy back. And the end of the round, and I would give that round again to Pupang Noi. Pupang Noi, there he is with the punches. Solid punches onto Lurbinit. And Lurbinit took a lot of punishment with those punches, as he has done for the last 3 rounds. Now, some desperation in the corner of Lurbinit. No doubt they'll be telling him to go grappling, because that really is the only ploy he has left now. He's been outgunned in terms of the punch power is concerned, and Pupang Noi in the blue corner has also been able to match any of the long-range dueling with the kicks, but we haven't seen what Lurbinit can do with the grappling, and that would be his advantage with his extra 1 inch height. So maybe in this final 5th round we'll see some grappling going on, but he may have left it too late. Lurbinit, T-push kicks, low leg kicks. Punches again by Pupang Noi. Kicks again. Grappling is on. Now we'll see what Lurbinit can do. Didn't do too much then, as Pupang Noi just broke free from the grapple with ease. Punches by Pupang Noi. More punches. Grappling irons go on. Knee strikes by Pupang Noi. And the referee will break the stalemate. Pupang Noi continuing his winning ways, under no real pressure from Lurbinit. He's been the dominating fighter for rounds 3 and 4, and he's continuing in the same vein here in the 5th round. Good work again by Pupang Noi to bottle up Lurbinit and score now with these knee strikes. Pupang Noi doing it well here in this 5th round. Good kicks now by Lurbinit, but no follow through. Lurbinit in the red corner scores with roundhouse kicks. Back comes Pupang Noi with his kicks as well. Now into the grappling. And strength by Pupang Noi to hurl Lurbinit down. Now, you saw the hands go up in the corner of Pupang Noi when he did that, because that was sort of saying, you've done enough to win, don't risk it anymore. Pupang Noi being told to go cruising now in the 5th round. And Lurbinit is running out of time. He'd virtually now need to knock down Pupang Noi if he's going to win, and he's shown no indications that he's capable of doing that. Surprisingly, Poon has been stronger than Lerdmanit in the grapple. On the two occasions that Lerdmanit's gone grappling, Poon has been too strong for him. And now you can see that the face of defeat on Lerdmanit, I think he realises that he can't do too much, particularly when those teep push kicks are thrown with such power. They were powerful teep push kicks there by Poon, and Poon can do nothing wrong at the moment. Low leg kick, and that almost crippled Lerdmanit. That was a powerful low leg kick, and there goes the bell, and I'm sure that Lerdmanit was happy to hear that bell go to end the agony, and Poon has run out the victor in sensational style. He did it with power kicking, power punches, and in the end it was power grappling that won it for him. An impressive performance by Poon as he has been declared the winner. He was in fine form tonight, and he thoroughly deserved his victory. I'm Patrick Cusick, and on behalf of Muay Thai fans all around the world, you'll be watching Muay Thai.